Sorry about the time acting up. Trying to change my game icon. I thought I'd change it to Sorowat. Hopefully I can get a run going right away so I can still finish at 11 o'clock, but if it needs to go a little later, I'm happy for it to go to 11:30. But no later than that. So it's essentially a half an hour of attempts. If my run dies at like Agrabah, then I'll be done, and I'll be switching to script writing. I didn't get anything done today. I got distracted in phone calls with friends, so I'll be pretty eager to do that anyways. How far are you into that? Not far enough, to be honest with you, man. I'm in the midst of finishing Toji's 325, and then it's Cyber's 323 next. Like once after this world record, Toji's done, and then we're on to Cyber for a bit, and then we switch to Mist, and then Biz, and then back to Mist, and then BB, and then Mist, and then me, and then yeah. But it's mostly gonna be just Cyber and Mist, so now I've got to do. I look forward to writing about the Biz and Mist era. It's really gonna be like, it's essentially what I'm doing is I'm writing like a concept script or a draft script, and it's gonna be very interpretive. I'm just gonna feel it out, and I might just, like, I'm gonna read what I want to say, and then I'm just gonna kind of say it. And if it feels good, I'm gonna leave it. And when I edit and put it together, I'm going to listen to the narration, so I'm probably going to edit the audio to first, before adding video, just to get an idea. Yeah, I did. I'll look into doing that at some point. It's not high importance to me right now, but I will get it done. It's a bummer, because I've been using that system to... Does the leveling system work? Have you tried it? Try level. I might need to reconnect it to my channel, that might be why as well, but regardless, I just won't do that. My guess is that it took up like too much data usage, whatever, them running that bot, so they just gave up on it. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do it. But don't pressure me on it, I will do it at some point. Blitz, I had to put my fish down today. Now you're making me put down Mikway. How could you do this? Yeah, it sucks. I was a little bit emotional. It's stupid, I get it because it's a fish, but it's the sad part was we watched it suffer for weeks and we tried our best to help revive it, but it just wasn't getting better, so... That's the first animal I've ever had to put down. Fish or not, it was still shit. And like, everyone's like, oh, it's not that hard, just grab it, throw it in the freezer and leave it, or flush it down the toilet, but, you know, that's not a humane way of killing a fish, so... I did it the right way. It cost me like 10 bucks. Which, you know, it wasn't great to have to spend money, like double the price of the fish to kill it, but, you know, I just wouldn't have lived with myself well knowing that I could have put it out peacefully and I chose not to save myself a quick buck, you know? Just not who I am. You use clove oil, and clove oil sedates the animal and will, like, essentially put it to sleep. And then once it's asleep, like, with a stronger concentration, it'll kill it in its sleep. But, it just happened so quick, like, well, no, that's a lie, it didn't. Like, the whole process, I think the fish took... I think the fish died in about 30 to 35 minutes is how long it took for the fish to die. So it hung in for a while, and we thought it would go pretty quick because it was not well and struggling to breathe already. And I was starting to worry when I did it, and it got to like 20 minutes, I was like, oh my god, I made a mistake. But then I realized it was like, it was breathing the same way it always did. And I was like, oh, it just hasn't hit. And we measured we incorrectly calculated the amount of water that was in the fish tank. So we didn't put enough clove oil in. So it was not doing enough to really knock it out. So after a bit more, we took more water out and we put a stronger concentration in. So like, we don't want it to suffer anymore. So we need to get it going quick. And then it just kind of like lied still for a bit. And it was breathing for ages, like ages and ages. And then it just stopped. And then, yeah, that was the end of it. It's sad, but, you know. And so Ricky went and grabbed her Samsung Galaxy Buds. So she has the Galaxy Buds box in the 3rd bedroom. And then she started coloring it in. And then she made like it was like a little tomb for it. So we cleaned them up after and put them in there. We put some of it, like, I think we put some flowers in there and other stuff. And then, yeah, we like dug it. We dug like a little hole out the front and buried it. And then we, like, Ricky's grandma gives, it's like the flower heads, like, you know when you pick the head of a flower from its, you know, from its stem? Apparently if you just flicker that all over, like, soil, it will grow those flowers. So we're hoping that flowers will grow right where we buried the fish. So yeah. It was sad, of course, like, and I think what made me most sad, to be honest, was watching Ricky get upset. That's what was really upsetting me the most. Because I knew it was hurting her a lot. Like, at the end of the day, it is just a fish, you know what I mean? It's not the same emotional connection as a dog, so I was okay with it, and I was the one who, you know, I deep down, like, Loki, just kind of wanted, I wish I could have forgotten to get the clove oil. I wish I could have been like, oh, I forgot. Oh, well, he can stay alive another day. Because it was kind of low-key like that for a few days. But as soon as I remembered it, I was like right next to a local grocery, or like, sorry, a chemist. I was like, no, I'm getting it now. No, cannot hold this off. It's not fair on the fish. Like, he wasn't swimming. He wasn't eating his food properly. He was sunk to the bottom. He couldn't even swim. He was grazing on the rocks. He was on a 45. He had like a bladder infection. He was just not in good ways. So yeah, he needed to go. Oh my god. Give me my coconut. That'd make a good Reddit post though. Man cries over dead fish. Like, I wasn't crying, but I was starting to like feel the tearing up though. I was like, ugh, like it was choking me a little bit. I was like, fuck's sakes, this sucks. Because I had to like legit sit there and stare at it to just see if it was, you know, what was going on with it. And like when it was time to do it, I like hesitated for like probably 10 minutes. I was like, fuck man, what's wrong with me? But I was just like sitting into myself thinking, at some point in my life, I'm going to have to put Max down or Xena down. Like, I'm going to have to be the one to kind of be like, no, this needs to be done now. So, you know, you got to start somewhere. And a fish seems like the most reasonable place to start. Yeah, that would suck. Like, I feel like seeing a dead pet turtle would really, really suck. Because I've seen it before and it's super shit. Oh, thanks, man. It was mistook ship as well, so... Yeah. Mistook ship. And then yesterday, I had a I don't think you were in here yesterday, Blitz, but I had a really good run yesterday.
Bruce. It's got way worse.
Holy shit. Sorry, let me have another look. Yeah, that's really dark. I would probably look at...
Under my knee. The thing went like that, like literally like, just bounced off me. I didn't even notice until I went to the toilet. But...
You should probably get that checked. But isn't like having a low source of iron cause you to like prune and bruise real bad? Yeah, right. That was a horrible fight. Nah, man, don't ever feel entitled to have to... Don't ever feel like you need to watch my streams. Your education is far more important. These speedruns will always be around. Like, even if I get depressed and I quit someday, Blitz, like, I wouldn't just tank my channel. I don't believe I'd do something like that. You know what I mean? So, the runs will always be around. Whenever you get the chance to watch them, they will be here. Yeah, dude, exactly. And that's why a lot of people who come by the chat only come by every so often. Like, you know, they've got lives to live, you know? I'm in a position where I don't study. I work full-time during the day. So I have this opportunity to stream almost every day. I selectively choose not to, though. But, you know, not everyone's in the same circumstance as me, you know? Still sticking strong with that schedule, though. I feel like having a schedule kind of helps, because it then just shows I have consistency. Even though before I made that schedule, I was actually more active. It was just more fluctuated when I did and didn't stream, so... Ugh. Yo, Sliza, thank you. And I'm actually I'm kind of glad I didn't enter the rando. Like, it was really good just spectating a lot of the races and stuff. I feel like I would have done well, but when I was watching a lot of the players, they clearly had just more experience and they have a better understanding of the meta and like how to approach it. Where I feel like I would have definitely missed out on a lot of that. There's been a lot of changes to rando, so I'd have had to have picked up a lot of things. Like, I have good game execution, but I feel like rando knowledge is super important. Yeah, I think it's simple, and I think taking 2 days off is good. Even if I don't need the other day off, that other day will just go towards spending time with my partner or working on a YouTube video, you know? Like, things are happening. So regardless if you're getting less content, you're getting, like, something beneficial is happening regardless. It's not wasted time. I'm not just sitting there like a vegetable doing nothing. And it makes, like, ever since starting the schedule, I've come to appreciate streaming even more. Like, I enjoy doing this a lot more, and I look forward to runs a lot more now. Because I have restricted the amount of time I get to put into it. Don't get me wrong, though, it means that maybe progression doesn't happen as quick, but still, it's still happening. It's just not at the same rapid speed. But to be fair, the amount I streamed before is probably a high amount compared to a lot of other runners. I think what I stream now is quite a realistic, normal amount. Yeah, it's really a length thing. It's not necessarily like the amount of days. Like, it's good I can do it every day, but the fact I can't really get into it, yeah, is the shitty part. Dude, I would love to make it on Twitch. If I could make it on Twitch, like, I would definitely be like a part-time worker. I would definitely cut a day out of my job. I would still work though, because I'm not stupid. I would rather have 2 incomes than one. And I'd rather not rely on Twitch for income stability. But I would cut a day out so I could put more time into streaming. Like maybe by having that extra day, I could do like a 12-hour stream every Wednesday, you know what I mean? Or I could still be a part-time worker, and I could work 10 to 4 every single day. You know what I mean? Should never go over 4. Yeah, I agree. I think 4 is... well, it depends on what you're running. If you're running say a 2.5-hour speed game, I think 5 is reasonable. I think inclining double... Like, for example, running this, I think 3.5 to 4 hours is pretty reasonable. But I wouldn't, yeah, try to go over 4 for a game like this. Plus, I burn out a lot quicker. Because you might be saying to someone, you've only been running it for 1 month though, but they could have been streaming it 5 hours every day, compared to that other runner who's been running it for a month and putting in 3 hours every day. That's a drastic difference. That's like almost half the difference. Yeah, a lot of people in my chat don't seem to like Cage 1 Rando. I like it a lot. I think it's really good. I totally get that it's not the be-all end-all, but I think it's still good. I think to just ignore that it's not good is not true in my eyes, but, you know, do I prefer full game? Yes, I do. But in saying that, I prefer PS3 and PS2 runs, but you'll still see me running PS4 and PC, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, just because Rando's not as fun, you're still gonna see me play Rando. Yeah, the 3 proofs thing, I do like that. I like Cage 2's approach. I think any other approach would not be the right way to go. But you have to admire Cage 1's because it's very different. So you've got 2 route options. You can either play the game through in a normal kind of way, but find somewhat a couple of story objectives to be able to progress through the game, which is the slower route, or do you take the risk and go further exploring, hoping you find, I think it's like 5 or 6 items, to then do Destiny Islands to then unlock the final world. You know what I mean? So like it offers like a variety play, and especially in a race, if someone's falling behind, they could, you know, and someone's doing Hollow Bastion 2, they could be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go look for Destiny Islands items, and then bang, they've caught up again. It reminds me of the old 1FM race days where people would skip Divine Rose and just go with Oathkeeper to save time, to try and clutch back. Which is clearly what Sonic did versus Cyber and won, because from my memory, I thought Cyber won, but he didn't. Oh, same, yeah, Blitz, I'm the same boat, man. Yeah, I prefer the weaker Duck Flare as well. I can see why runners prefer the stronger Duck Flare, though. Definitely makes game more consistent and easy, though. But I prefer PS2 on all regards. I just prefer the original game. And that comes down to a lot of factors, like, I prefer original FF7 over PC or Remake, like, for spectating purposes. I'm like that with most things. I prefer FF10 PS2 over HD, even though they're, you know, HD is way faster. You know what I mean? Just because something's faster doesn't mean it's by default going to be a preferred option. Wow, golden. Cool. Yeah, someone will come along someday and do it, man. Oh, Goran, I'm quite certain the remake is probably the better speedrun, though. Because, like, when I look at that run, it looks super techy. Super duper techy. But as a spectator, just wanting to watch a run, I prefer the simplicity of OG. That's no knock against either though. They're both like insanely good. They're both like fucking S tier games. But just as a spectator, I prefer watching that. Oh, my back. Really fucked my back up. I think Max pulled it out of place. And thanks for the good luck. It's kind of the same as FF8. I prefer watching PSX over PC. Like, I prefer PSX all the way on most stuff. Cyberman was truly extraordinary at KH1. He was. He's like, if there was a Hall of Fame induction, he would be in it for sure. He was really fucking good at the game. Really ahead of the curve as well. Until Miss came along and then Miss caught up and then became the better player. But, like, I'm curious how Cyber would have went if he had never stopped. I feel quite certain he would have probably came back and clapped a few world records. Like, look at him with 2FM. He comes back to it after not playing it for ages and then gets world record. He then goes to, like, Com and gets the oldest world record. But from the Quiet Man, it was, like, nearly 10 years old, you know? Like, every time he runs something KH-related, he usually gets a record. He's done it with Recoded. He's done it with KH1. He's done it with 2FM. He's done it with, like, fuck. So many things. 2J, I'm pretty sure. He had 2J record. I think he ran 2J. Oh, same as Liquid, yeah. I'd say Insert Logic's the greatest 2FM player ever now, but, you know. Hot second place I'd give to Liquid for sure. If you were to do like a ranking system on player base and what they've done in their game, it's all subjective anyway, so it's just a matter of opinion. But yeah, for sure think and Riz would probably go up there as well. He'd be another person I would say. They'd probably be my top 3. Even Midget, like Midget did a lot. Like regardless if he didn't really like. He was up there as a good player as well, and same as 77 Remix, same as so many others. Headstrong was a great player as well. Biz is really good. I feel like it's hard to ignore Biz as well. And BB as well. I feel like Biz was more dominant in 2FM for longer though, but I don't know. Maybe my perspective is off. I wasn't like BB and Biz were both running competitively before I even came into the scene, so pretty sure BB was the best player in the world when I started playing. Anemone, thank you for good luck. How did Dragon Quest XI go? The game's really short, their definitive edition. Looks like you do a lot of the game in the old school graphics. He does from time to time, but not commonly. I'm so happy. On Monday, I only work 10:45 to 5. So I like cut two and a half hours off my normal work shift, and I get paid double time for the entire time I'm there. And also, during that 2.5 hours I'm not there, they pay me. Like my normal rate. So it works out really well. I love public holidays. They're so good. Epic dub. He has a huge letterbox. Yo, I wonder if I'm following that. I probably am not, but I'll need to. I love Letterbox. Letterbox is so good. If you guys like movies, seriously get Letterbox. It is so good. It's just a nice little social media app like, to just see what people are watching and what people are thinking. And you can learn a lot about films through it as well. I found a lot of films I've come to love through Letterbox. And I feel like, in my opinion, this is like a subjective one, the ranking system and scores that Letterboxd give are almost accurate. Like 90% of the time, or 80%. Almost every film I watch and I see the generalized score, I'm like, yeah, that totally makes sense. Like, objectively. Like, I can look at a film objectively and subjectively as well. Like, The Grinch is objectively like a 3, but subjectively is a 5. As an example, I love it to bits, but I know it's not flawless. I know it's not breathtaking, you know, mind-bending kind of film, you know? Oscar-winning. It's not. But objectively, most of the scores on there are really good. Yeah, you can link it. That's fine. Do you have a letterbox splits? I need a. Can you DM me yours as well? I'd like to follow you on it. You don't have one? You should get one. They're so good. I'd love to be able to follow as many people from like this realm, my speedrun and Twitter and Discord realm, like people that I know from here. I'd love to follow them on Letterboxd and see what they're watching. I follow some work friends and stuff like that, but only one of them posts a lot. You'll see me like his tweets or reply to him a lot. His name's Zach. He's probably my closest friend at work. Because he got me into Letterboxd. Good fight. That's fair enough. If you ever want to log your films, like that's what I like, and at the end of the year it shows you like your log and it's be like, hey, this is what you like. Spotify, same thing. And if you get like a pro account, you can see like how many films from a select actor you've watched. There's heaps of shit you can find. It's really interesting. Oh, nice. Fair enough then. I like with Letterboxd as well, you can just rank your film. You don't have to, like, you don't have to write a review as well. It's kind of like IMDb in that sense. This RNG's been horrible. That was a nice target switch. Good evasive maneuvers. Oh, IMDb is good. And, like, not just that, IMDb is one of the oldest websites to ever exist. Like, you gotta give it respect. Just purely for its age as well. Could have been better, but I'll do. What's funny is my biggest time save from this run isn't even coming up yet for early game. I don't know how I'm continuously saving time. Playing really well, but I've probably jinxed it now, haven't I? Oh, something gonna die there. I remember back in high school, I'd always go and hop on IMDb and look up Dragon Ball Z's ranking, hoping it would climb. Thinking it mattered. And then I'd hop on Adobe. Do you guys remember Adobe Fireworks? It's kind of like Photoshop, but it's hard to explain the difference between Photoshop and Fireworks. I thought Fireworks was the shit. So I used to Photoshop, or Fireworks, whatever you want to call it, images of Dragon Ball Z. You know how people made this like cringy 2005 looking wallpapers and shit? I was one of those guys. And that's how I got my love for video editing, photoshopping. I just found it really fun. Like towards the tail end of high school and like at my high school and over in Queensland, the Sunshine Coast, I ended up getting really bored around lunchtimes. Everyone was just really boring just to hang out with. There was my crew of friends I'd hang out with, but that was after school at the skate park, even though we went to the same school. I was like, these guys are kind of boring. Because they'd just sit around and do nothing and just chat the whole time. And then I'd go to the computer lab and I'd just start photoshopping shit. I must have barely missed it. I lost like a second there. "15 episodes. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Last exit to Springfield and all that shit. Yeah, I was gonna say Homer's Enemy I thought would be the highest from memory. Lisa Goes Gaga 3.8. Fair. That episode sucks. Can't say anything really good about it. Maybe you could say other games are like crappier, but to say that episode is not crap, you're lying to yourself. It is crap. It deserves that score. Whether another episode deserves lower than that, that might be true. Well, this pace is really fucking good, so hopefully we can keep it up. I can barely remember the episode at this point. I didn't even watch it that long ago. The new seasons haven't come out in Australia yet, so I'll just wait. If that's what you're talking about. All man's time.
I can't believe I have to drive all the way to work on a Saturday. All the way to work!
And then there's like a Twitter account that replies and it plays the video in reverse. Oh my god, people have made memes.
Ah, yes! Saturdays are made for dads. And dad's car.
Oh my god. Oh, the replies. Oh, okay, Blitz. I'm gonna listen to this one once more. Wait, no, it wasn't that one, it was this one. Oh, the internet's so fucking stupid. If Liquid ever does a stream and I can be the DJ, you bet your ass I'll play that. But yeah, thank you for the good luck, Payne. I appreciate it. I can't believe I have to drive all the way to work on a Saturday. All the way to work. Oh, okay. Yo, Nesu, thank you for the good luck. How did you go at Rando? Did you win the race, or did our turds win? How's it going? I'm doing alright, man. Had a semi-shit day, but, you know. Fish, they come, they go. Got kicked out, but I don't mind. Play good for the most part. You mean our turds won? Ah, bummer. I think the big difference was our turds found Super Glide pretty early on compared to you. But he ended up you still kept up with him, which was really impressive. But mind you, he did some extra stuff. He went to Agrabah early, and he also did Jungle Slider early. But Jungle Slider ended up being bust anyways. I don't think I had postcard from my memory. You ended up doing it after anyway, so the gap was created. Eventually. Yeah, it's hard to ignore. It's got 5 checks. But I keep hearing that it's the meta to get it at, like, it sounds like you're meant to get it before early game's over. I don't know how true that is or not, like, from what I've seen. It still, like, takes time to do. But I don't know. I'd have to play it myself to get an opinion on it. That's good, Nesu. Full game speedruns help me with that. But, you know, whatever gets you there, I'm glad to see. It's a strat runners should try to learn. It's good. And it's not too difficult once you pick it up. It's just easy to fuck up, that's all. Very good pace. I reckon we're not far off record at the moment. We're definitely behind, I reckon. Because I just, knowing Violin, he's just got a bag of fucking tricks up his sleeve where he saves time on me. But, you know, I wouldn't say we're far off at all. But I could be wrong, and then I sound like a dickhead. Should do some again. Yeah, I would like to do more rando. I'll see how I feel though. Like once I finish my PS4 grind, I'll see if I'm still in the mood for some cage stuff. It'll probably be rando. But it's pretty likely I'm just gonna switch straight away. Rando's fun and all though. But like to me, like I'm very competitive, so and rando, regardless, is a competitive setting. It's just in a different way, you know. Like the races would be fun, but I feel like I don't know. I crave competition on like the tournament competitive level. I like it on like the leaderboard aspect more. So yeah, I'll be pretty itching to get back into full game stuff after not too long. But I'll see how I feel. I might do a little bit of rando. Liquid still doesn't think I'm gonna come back to Shah. Gotta prove that fucker wrong. Yeah, I've juggled all these other speed games I'm thinking about running, but the big thing I've come across is that I've consistently been thinking about running Shah for a while now. So, you know, like that opinion hasn't changed since late last year, early this year. I've never been uninterested in going back to Shah, and here I am with the opportunity finally to do it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Like, there's other games I'd like to try, and maybe I'll try those right after Shah, but you know, after playing Shah, I'll see how I feel. I've got to figure out with the Grinch as well if I'm going to do that at Christmas or not. You know, that's a big thing as well. I was talking to Ricky and I was like kind of debating just taking streaming off during December. But mind you, I think streaming will be a little bit easier this year. Like I did it last year whilst managing like the store. Now I won't be managing this year, so I reckon it could be pretty good. Like it'll be a lot easier. And I'll be probably rostered on all the night shifts as well. So I don't even know. I probably won't be able to stream that much anyways. Dude, I used to get way better RNG on PC for this shit. That was dumb. I'm gonna lose a lot of time here. That was very bad. If I don't get black fungus, it will hopefully only be about 15. But if it's black fungus, it'll probably be like 20. That menu weird. That lock on hell fucked my camera angle. So confused then, I was like, what? It might not be so bad now. Like, I'm still gonna lose time though. Still at least 10 seconds, I reckon. Oh, that was close. Wow, that was some optimal damage. So much for 10 seconds. I'm getting pretty consistent at getting sub 59s now, Blitz. I got it in my last attempt. I got a 58, 59, I think. Did I get it in this PB? No, I got it in this PB, and like, I went faster than that last time, I think. Either that or I got a low 59. I don't know, it seems a lot more realistic to get these days. Yikes. Yeah. I'm pretty sure from memory, Violin gets like a 58, 20 something Parasite Cage one, which is insane in itself. But I swear that's what he gets. I'm probably not gonna get that. I don't know, I swear it's like a 58, 28 or something. He got Sublime Monstro? Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought he did. This is on pace. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping up with world record at the moment. It's how long I can is the question. If I can hold on to world, like, keep up with him until the end of mid-game, that'd be amazing, because then that leaves me a lot of leeway for things to happen and to still get a good time. But not hook ship, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. I think last time I did this, I was going too slow. And I know what combo I fucked up. Hello, cat. Do you mind? Stand still. She picked the worst time. The bitch used me as a platform to like jump over to a chair. Well, the only thing that's flawed about this run, in my opinion, is Desert Fight. Everything else has been perfect. I've gotten zero things to complain about. Yeah, Support 2 was kind of shitty as well, though, and I guess Power Wilds wasn't flawless, but... And Clayton wasn't perfect, and you could say Guard Armor wasn't perfect, but it's so minimal. And when you look at the context of the run, like, this is a good run. To piece all this together in one sequence is really good. And the fact I've been doing it consistently is a really good sign. And almost a reassurance that I can truly think of myself as a top player in this game still. Like, even though I have record on PS3 and like all the top players don't play PS3, I can still know that I can come to the proper shit that they all play on and still keep up pretty well. PC, I've still got some work to do. Still need to chop like another minute off that time, to be honest. To like really feel like I'm keeping up well. Same with this as well though. Whatever time I feel like I end up with, like another minute would really prove that I'm close to keeping up. Ideally I'd love top sub 210 in this, but I'm not going to get it on this grind. I feel quite certain with that. Oh, fuck. That's really bad. I had a feeling that was not gonna work. It's close though. How? I needed to hold a more upward angle when I did the Keyblade swing on the platform because I was slightly too downward on my angle. I lost like it's like sub pixels. It was literally pixels difference would have made the jump. And maybe I didn't have a more acute angle with the snapping of the left analog stick. Maybe I had it too wide. It's another theory. Very precise though, the trick. Still consistent, it's just, you know, all you gotta do is get slightly out of rhythm and bang, lose the trick like that. Oh no, this is gonna be a horrible segment. $58.41, and take away the time I lost, it's like $58.31. Not bad. Rip sub 1 Monstro though. I honestly had a feeling I was gonna fuck that up as well. I was like, wouldn't it be amazing, like, you know, to get this amazing pace and finally be on sub 1 Monstro just to fuck it up at like the basic chamber 3 skip, and I did. It's annoying because that's a trick I should not fail on my skill level. I should be getting it almost every try, every time. It's very rare to fail it, and that is my rare example of failing it. You'll probably not see me fail it for another like 20 tries, I reckon. Which makes me sound braggish, but it's just confidence in my ability. I believe I should not fail that trick. Or if I do, it should be really rare. Start again? No. Why? Good meme. Dude, so close to sub 1. Damn. Yeah, Sid, real close. Oh well. It's not that important, it's just an arbitrary miscellaneous, what do you call it? Landmark or whatever. I can't remember what you'd call it. Yeah, it's not that relevant, really. Sucks, but nothing to lose sleep over. So I can lose that exact amount of time in the next split, and it should really feel no different. But it's because we always put this like energy towards Parasite Cage 1, so... Doesn't matter what you do but after it, it's just what you do up till that segment. Hey Speedy Crib, how you doing? Okay. Okay. Alright, let's have a good Halloween town, and hopefully... The goal is to get minus 30 by the end of this world. That would be ideal. Do that, I'm still really happy with this pace. Because once we hit Neverland, it's... Well, actually, then there's Andy Sora, which is really good, but I'm pretty sure my Captain Hook and Opposite Armor are both insane, so I'm going to lose time there. If you guys are wondering what my goal is ideally with this game before leaving it, truthfully, my goal is to get top 3. But I can't 100% guarantee I can pull that off. But that would be like something really like, that would be like if I achieved that, like, you know, going from 211.52 to that goal, I would feel super satisfied and I'd probably be happy to stop. Unless I was really close to second, then I might push further on. But I don't think I can get close to second. Templeton's run's still too good for me at the moment. It would require more time. Which I don't really feel interested in investing in right now. Which is frustrating because, like, I'm right here doing it right now and I'm in form, you know? Like, why leave it to come back later to just try to get back to this level and do it again, you know? But it's really just burnout, it's the only thing. Yeah, I know that. It's still second place. Obviously, if we want to look at the quality of the run, his is better, but it's still second place. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's how leaderboards work. If I like bop Templeton by 1 second, I'm not going to be sitting there like, ah, suck my dick, Templeton, your run sucks. Because that would be incredibly stupid. His run is obviously better. But that's the joy of this hobby, isn't it? Faster hardware comes out. And then, yeah, you'll have to adapt to the new shit. Me and my good friend Washi were having like a really long discussion about speedrun stuff today. Like allowing mods or allowing turbo controllers, hardware stuff, you know, different versions, Wii VC and 64 emulators, all that kind of shit. It was really interesting, like, hearing him out. I feel like he's definitely helped pave my perspective a little better, and I'm coming out more and more neutral. I was definitely one-sided on the accessibility route, but he comes from a side of, well, I guess if you want to label it tradition, then sure, but he gives a lot of beneficial understanding to why people think the way they do about this kind of topic. Like, he brought up this point to me, which was really good. He was like, it's common to hear people say, like, oh, who cares about the casual players? Like, casual players don't get involved in speedrunning. But then he said, how do people become speedrunners? Where do they find it? What were they before they were speedrunners? And I was just like, that's a good point. They were all casuals. He's like, yeah. It's like, you know, so at some point in time, you know, they were once this and they became that. So to wall off that perspective of it all in the discussion, like, oh, yeah, don't worry about the casuals, just worry about the super veteran runners. That then just walls off the whole accessibility discussion. Which was quite logical when I thought of it that way. Yo, Jordan, thank you for the good luck, if I didn't say so already. Hard drive filled up, I think. Dude, I'd love to just have I need to get a big chunky HDD just for, like, just literally for local recordings. I don't need a fast hard drive for that anyways. Well, no black fungus, which is good. Segment's been pretty much perfect so far. It's all gonna come down to this fight here. Like I said, my goal was still only to get to -30 by the end of Halloween Town, so a much stronger start on LSB than I expected. It's almost a gold. I think. Oh, what the fuck? I'll try with Goofy. Oh, I missed the extra hit. We could be fucked here. Oh god, how did I miss that button? Maybe you get the extra hit. Alright. The goal was -30 and we failed. I should pack it up and quit. How could I fail? That was a really, really bad segment though. But that's alright. Slight misexecution. If I had rolled onto the button straight away, then we wouldn't have had any problems. Would have lost minimal time. Would have just tied PB. And having Goofy on the platform was obviously shit and unfortunate. It was just where Oogie Boogie's position was as well. I couldn't like push Goofy away as well. I feel like getting Donald would have been a lot better on that first cycle. Still good pace. Alright, so I have Anisora and then that's it. After Anisora, I have no time save until Dragon Mail, which is like, I think, 8 to 10 seconds. The fuck's that emote? Oh, it's Goku lifting the Spirit Bomb. I couldn't even tell because it's so small. What the fuck? Yeah, so I have 50 seconds here. Pretty much perfect here. Pretty much perfect here. Pretty much perfect here. Pretty much perfect here. Everything's a gold. And then 10 here. And then 4 there. And I think I could save a bit of time there. Definitely there. I don't know about there. Shadowbug's always a grey area. I don't know a lot about that split. And then final rest. Wasn't perfect, but yeah. And Anthem 1, Anthem 2, Anthem 3. Anthem 3 is bad. World of Chaos, there's a gold potential there for sure. And then that is pretty decent. Sub 2 split's pretty good. I think. I don't know. Well, don't know. Well, I get like a 203 on PS3. Alright, finally got hook ship. Thank God. Finally. 3 tries later and we're there. Oh, late cutscene skip. It was, Sid. It was all the spirit bombs. Still don't do stop strats. What's wrong with me? Play it safe. Yo, Gaki, thank you. This is where the run gets interesting. It's how I play for the next 15 minutes is really going to decide this run. This is the best part of my run. I play like elite level shit. Just perfect segment after perfect segment after perfect segment, so we'll see how we go. I believe this segment is improvable though, in saying that. Not by a lot. But all the rest is kind of yikes. Thank God you got caught in the net. That was amazing. And the boat missed me, I was like, yes. That was a late cutscene skip. was listening for audio cues and couldn't hear it, so. I'm thinking about it, Gucky, but I think I'm gonna like solidify that now is the time to be running Shah. Like after I'm done with this. But 7 PC is on my mind a lot. Really thinking about it. But then the reason why I'm not sure is like Shah ASM's like an hour and a half. Where FF7 PC when learning will be like 2.5 at first. You know what I mean? So it's a lot longer. And at this very moment, I kind of want something just a pinch shorter right now. So I feel like 7 would be better to leave till a little later. It's also a learning process as well, and I'm in the midst of making a video, so to learn a speed game whilst making a video, I feel like would just be very mentally taxing. Just easier to pick up something that I already know and feel comfortable doing. You want to come into our territory. Well, it's not your territory, is it? It's PC, any percent. Also, who the fuck are you, Goran? I didn't know you run FF7. Oh, you run that bad slots category. Isn't your time hell washed? Washed Del Naldo? Shit cunt. Doesn't even do the bloody skips, mate. Yeah, Sid's speaking facts. 7 Remake's definitely better. Skips are cheating. Oh, you're one of those guys. Boo. Go back to your retirement home. Oh, rip this run, by the way. Holy shit, I just got jinxed so hard. Oh, are you kidding me? Dude, this run's over. What the fuck? This run just got fucking destroyed by one green Requiem. Are you kidding me? Oh, rip this run. It's over. Rip. Oh, getting 3rd place is gonna be a bitch now. I legit felt pretty comfortable until that very moment. You say that, Gucky, but you put all your time into Budokai 1. Why? Ah, right. I can't believe I fucked up that opera fight. That's so annoying. Perfect pattern, thank God. Oh. Is that 24 seconds I see? Well, I agree with Blitz, but I don't know if I agree with Gucky though. 2FM being dog water. If 2FM's dog water, then Cage speed games are all fucking F tier then, because 2FM's kind of the best thing we have. Like 1FM's just like a little bit better due to its accessibility and simplicity, but overall, like as a speed game, 2FM is amazing. Unmod Saiyans. Damn. Hey, I'm entitled to my opinions about 2FM at least. I may not be a heavy runner of both, but I'm a connoisseur and a spectator of both games for many years. And I don't know, I just kind of prefer the PS2 ports. Shoot me, but I just don't like it. I don't know, Sid. I've explained it before. I'm not a big fan of like save warping everywhere. I don't like that. It's a really weird niche thing that I am picky about. I know, but I'm not a big fan of like save warp movement. It's smart though, but I'm just not a big fan of it. And I don't know, I like the idea of the weaker duck flare. But I feel like running the game though, FMHD is like just so much better. Because of the save warp movement, duck flare being stronger, looks nicer, more accessible. Don't have to play it with Japanese text, like that would be super shit. But as a spectator, kind of like my PS2 port more. It's the same analogy as like, why do people prefer FF10 PS2 over HD? One's quicker than the other. Yeah, I know, it doesn't add a lot. Like I said, Sid, it's more or less my opinion on save warping movement applies to everywhere. I don't like it in 1FM as well. I prefer just traversing around the world in the singular segment, which is really stupid, and it's slower, and it's less consistent, but I just prefer it as a spectator. I don't know why. I at least know that my opinion is flawed. Yeah, get good, losers. See, I get it, Big Sid, because, you know, I'm really good at 2FM. I'm kind of a connoisseur. So I get it. I get where you're coming from. I have the skill to understand that. Not like these losers in chat. I remember when I ran 2FM once. On PS2, and I think I got some like dog shit 5.5 hour time. Or I didn't even finish, I think I quit. I was like I got bored in the gummies. Do a segmented run blitz, that'd be kind of cool. I feel like segmented runs are something that I'd like to see more of. Like, after watching the Halo 2 segmented run, I was like, fuck man, I wish KH did more segmented shit. I feel like that'd be really awesome. But in saying that, it's heavily scripted. You know, KH speedruns. So it probably wouldn't be that interesting. I feel like Days would be really good segmented. Because it has a lot of, like, insanely difficult strats that people just don't do in full game. Where I feel like the other games are mostly being pushed to that limit already. Yeah, if people ever get the time, watch the Halo 2, it's called Halo 2 Legendary NMG, so no major glitches, segmented speedrun. It is one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire speedrun, like, presence. Ever since I've been here, doing this shit, I've never seen something so fucking good. Like, I know there's tool-assisted speedruns and stuff like that, and they're insane on their own, like, merits, but this is, like, people playing the game and playing it on levels that I just find are just insanely ridiculous. It's movement I've never seen in Halo 2, and the combat and just the everything is just so classy. Looks so good. Definitely worth the watch. It's what made me want to get back into Halo 2 after watching it. I was like, fuck, I'd love to do that again. But then I tried sword flying and I was like, holy shit, this is hard. I'm gonna get destroyed here. I'm gonna lose so much time. Did I get an extra ether? I don't think I did. I think that was yesterday's run. Yeah, that was yesterday's run. Fuck's sakes. Can get that last hit off. Not that bad. We'll take it. What's miss time? It's gonna be pretty fucking hard to beat it at this rate. 2:10:48. Oh, it's definitely possible. Just a bummer I had to have that shit happen in opposite armor. If it wasn't for that, I'd feel really comfortable. I'd be in a good position. I can just lose as little as possible to best possible time from now till the end of Hollow Bastion 2. I'm in a better position then. Just gotta kind of hold my own now. But unfortunately, this segment's kind of luck dependent. If Goofy jumps when we get outside, then I'm good. And if he jumps on the platform to join me with Maleficent, I'll save an extra few seconds. But if he doesn't, then it's whatever. Dragon Mail won't be an issue. I don't know how I fucked that up, to be honest. It's a weird camera angle. Bing. Alright, perfect. Yeah, Mist does something different, doesn't he? It just hit me then. You saying that message, the memory had just spawned back. I'll have to look at that. It's only for level 1. Oh, okay. Seems like I'd go for use tornado. I knew it would clear. Oh, barely. Thanks, boyos. Right. Does it apply to beginner? I'm happy with the method I'm doing now, and even when I get the bad RNG, it's still not that bad. I lose minimal time. I lose time, of course, but it's not too bad. It's not run killing or anything, it just sucks. It's just a bit of a dent in the run, that's all. I've always looked at the method we've done and gone, surely there's something better, but never bothered to look into it. It's like, surely there's like some quirky movement thing we can do and it's like 100% consistent. Because the Harlests spawn the same way every time. Anything that changes is Goofy. Goofy does the thing he's meant to do, you get the same result, so... Oh, I'm sure I will. I'll look at it. If I get a good run tonight, Sid, don't worry, because I'll look at it when I go back to Kingdom Hearts. Because I'll probably forget it. Depends how I go tonight. I'm not Goofy, that's a bummer. Wow, I golded, okay. Good. My fucking controller dropped my input. Alright, rip this run. Oh god, wish me luck. Oh my god, the luck. Alright. Third place is dead. You can leave me the strat, Sid. Could have been worse? I strongly disagree. That could not have been any worse. That was the worst possible thing that could happen. Like, no joke. My controller fully just did not respond to an input. It just went, you know what? This button here that you've just pressed, don't worry about it. It's not happening. I guess I could have died, but I was more or less talking about the speed of it, not necessarily if I died or not. Because if I died, the run's dead anyway, so... I don't know, when I mentioned that was like the worst possible thing, I'm excluding the fact of a death. Every time. Unless it's like level 1 or proud, then that's a whole different thing. Dude! Oh, this fucking controller, man. Hello? You wanna work? Today would be good. This run just went to shit so quick. 2 circle buttons did not register. 2. And then my whole run just goes... I lost like 25 seconds in 2 splits because of 2 inputs dropping. That is insane. Oh. Maybe, just maybe, I mispressed the button at the wrong time. That is possible. Maybe I didn't buffer the input well enough. It could be possible. Can't just be ignorant and not face certain points. But I don't know, man. I do these segments all the time, and it felt no different. And I don't understand why it dropped. It felt abnormal. It dropped when it shouldn't have, and I didn't expect it to. It wasn't like I was rushing myself or anything. I did it in the perfect rhythm, I believe. Can't. I am so upset. This run was insane. This run was everything I dreamed and wanted from this category, and I've thrown it. That's so annoying. Oh well. See what, when runs like this, like why they hurt so much is it unlocks this reality that I can get top 3 now. So regardless of what time I get, I can never be satisfied now because I have that burning thought in my mind going, fuck man, I could actually get 3rd place. And then this run doesn't mean much to me because it's not the final run. So like I don't put any importance behind it. And I just look to the next run. Fucking hate when runs like this exist. They're like giant cock teasers. What's going on, Crypto Zach? It just hurts, man. Like, I hate using the excuse of a controller malfunction, and in fact, I hate hearing people use it as a reason in their runs. It's so annoying to listen to. But I feel like I get it, like... It doesn't feel like this run's being jeopardized and I have no control over it. Even like the fucking Green Requiem in Travis Town, that felt so bullshit as well. Like, it's 3 minuscule things, and they're such minor little details that have cost me like well over 40 seconds. It's insane. If I just mis-executed, it'd be a different story. Like, I'd be pissed off at myself, but it'd be like, well, hey, you haven't practiced, you need to put the time in and get better. When the game just doesn't give it to me, fuck, that's the worst. Yes, I am, Zach. I don't plan on selling. I can't be bothered, you know, ups and lows and highs and lows. I'm just holding. It's just easier. And it works out in the end, usually. Haven't really sold anything. Still got a chunk in Bitcoin, still got my Cardano. Still got my Safe Moon, still got Elongate and all the rest. Like, they're all just sitting there doing their thing. Like, Moon Token, Elongate and all that shit's so, like, dead that there's just no point in pulling it. After fees and all that shit, you might as well just leave it in there and just hope you win lottery and hope all of a sudden Elon finds a cure to cancer and everyone wants to get in on some crypto after his name. You know what I mean? There's just no point. Anyways, I'm done bitching about this run dying. I'm sorry if I got a bit upset. Just really emotionally attached to this run, a lot more than I probably should have been. Like, after getting that gold on Maleficent, I started feeling really comfortable. And I was like, drag him out, easy time save, won't fuck that up. And then, like, that's the annoying part, really, is that Rikitu and Dragamel were my free time saves. They were genuinely free. And I lost major chunks to them. Yeah, I've got still 1.5 mil tokens in SHIB. I feel like I've been mostly chill with this game lately, but yeah, that moment pissed me off a lot. Because I've just been playing so perfectly throughout so much of it as well. It just sucks to see. It's just such a minuscule thing, but oh well. Enough on that. Let's just look ahead now. See what we can do. It'll be something of a 211 is the conversation we're having now. It depends how low we can get it. 210's out of the conversation. I don't even think I spawned the other Heartless there. That was good. Took my time there, hoping to get a quick blue menu. I feel like if you just pause it a little bit there. Yeah, see? I figured out the method. If you can do that movement like I did there, and then when you're at Dumbo and you're at the ledge grab, if you just hang there for an extra second, a second and a half, and then dismiss, you'll get blue menu straight away, and that's faster than trying to get there at optimal speed. Yeah, I kind of figured that out at PS3 as well. Because I figured out, like, every time I got a quick result, I was like, what did I do there? And then I'd see it when I get it again. I'm like, did I do the same thing as last time? And then when I put the pieces together, that's what I came to the conclusion of. Damn that yellow opera. The only way this could still sub to 11 is if there's some major gold left that I'm not aware of. There might be, but I'm assuming there isn't. It's safer to think that way and not put false hope there. Yeah, that DLC does look good. I'll probably look at buying them when I return to Kakarot. I definitely will return. After the overwhelming positive feedback on YouTube and the overall enjoyment I had with the game, I definitely would like to come back. Kind of wish the game was just like an hour shorter though. What is that sound? What the fuck? Please don't crash. Down my right ear. It's that glittering sound effect. Xenoverse 1's cool, but it's alright, but Xenoverse 2 was kind of average. Ah, it went away. Thank God. It reminds me of like the FF10 run. Yeah, Milk. Oh my God. Wait, it just hit me. I didn't equip Omega Arts, did I? The music, like the audio was distracting me. I didn't put it on. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. It doesn't affect the MP, so I'll be okay. I'll do it once I land. I don't think it does. Regardless, I'll be okay. The audio was just so distracting, honestly. Are you fucking kidding me? I fucking hate invisibles on 60. I swear it's harder. I swear it's like less common to get good pattern. I like never got it on PC. Have never gotten it good on PS5. But on PS3 I got it way more common. Maybe I was just more lucky on PS3. Is it gonna come up again when I hit 100 Acre Woods? Where is this magical sound effect hiding in this fucking void? This sound effect's not gonna escape me, is it? Killed that sound effect. That was pretty bad. Losing time. So bullshit. Ah, suck my dick game. I debated doing ours, but I was like, the invisibles are so far away. This fight's easier on PS3. Yeah, I don't know. It's debatable. It depends how I would have pushed the enemies away as well. There's a lot of things that could happen there. It's all a coulda, woulda, shoulda sort of situation. No concrete thing really. It's just like, oh, could have theoretically done this, but who knows how it would have went. What I should have done was outputted my gravities a bit slower and then went for R's. That would have been the best method, but I'd already outputted my gravities too quick, so doing the R's was a big gamble. Horrible. It was that last R's I did. Oh, why am I so bad at endgame? Fucking all-time worst runner at endgame. Oh my god, I dropped an input. Not what I wanted. I could have got a more optimal result, but I semi fucked up a few things there. Oh. Bummer about the 2 whiffs. Whoops. I fucked that up, didn't I? Excuse me. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna die. Never mind. I'm good. That was fucking scary. I fucked up so bad. Dropped another input. Dude, I'm dropping them inputs today. I don't normally. That's the weird thing. That's why I'm being thrown off. I don't normally drop inputs. Maybe it's just me. It's up to 11. Rest in peace. Oh, it's so close, but it won't do it. Fuck. That's sad. But I got cutscene skip. Can I get one hands in the chat? Oh, fuck you, game. Give me one hand. Go, Go, chat. Whoops. Oh! Oh, man. One frame. Oh. I don't think it's sub 210. I'm watching it now. Nah, I think I was on the money. In fact, I think I split early. I might have even split like a frame early. I was one hit away. If I had just one extra hit in that fight. See, the animation's there at 59.96, but it doesn't register through till like a frame after. At 99, it's essentially touching him. Yeah, there, it's where it hits. Yeah. That's a bummer. Well, I guess I'm not done with this category just yet. One fucking frame, man. You cannot get closer than that. It doesn't matter. The goal was 3rd place anyway, so it's not like it would have changed much. It just would have been nice to have gotten the 210 there and then. But regardless of that, I think, if that serves me right, I've bopped every single person now except for Mist, Templeton, and Violin. I should have bopped Presso, which I did by 15 seconds. Very good. But this run can go down a lot more, so. Like, I lost a chunk to Ansem. Like, I almost could have beaten Mist on this run. That's insane. Because I called sub 211 was over, but I somehow played really well. Final Rest was fucking shit. So, like, if I didn't get submitted in Invisibles, I had a better Ansem 1, and I don't know, the shit. I don't know how close.
Try to remind me when I come back to talk to you about bro is my friend.
Okay. Like, I feel like you got blowback on artillery. Yeah, that's actually what cost me it. How dumb is that? All because I dropped the fucking circle input to throw the item. Either that or I brain farted, I can't remember. Regardless, it wasn't good enough anyways. So, you know, I don't really care about it being 211 flat. It's not a big deal. Honestly, I'm happy with that. It's still a really good run, but at least there's like room for improvement, you know? And Anthem 4 was not flawless either. And I didn't get Anthem 3 cutscene skip. I fucked that up. I don't know how I'm still fucking that up. Anthem 3 itself was not bad. Anthem 2 could have been a bit faster. Anthem 1 was kind of... no, Anthem 1 was shit. Final Rest was shit. Chernobog was not that good. Behemoth 2 was not good because I didn't get Invisible's DMless, like usual. Behemoth 1 was great. Riku 2 was horrible. I lost like 15 plus seconds there. And then Dragon Mail I lost like, what, 15 seconds there. Well, I didn't lose 15 at Riku, I think that's a stretch. Oh, maybe I did, I don't know. I lost like 10 to 15, I lost, let's say 10 to Riku 2, 15 to Maleficent. I lost, fuck. I lost nearly like 25 seconds opposite armor because of the Requiem. I lost a massive amount Oogie Boogie. Like, this run's definitely improvable. And like, I feel like all the other stuff, like, you know, I was kind of overwhelmed going against this PB. But in saying that, you know, even though my last PB, to me, I thought was going to be really intimidating to run against, I still played better in every regard. I never once went red. I was green, except for like Darkside 2, which that honestly, I played that part really well. Like, I played super well this run. I'm super proud of this run. Like, I did really, really well. I was like thinking, fuck man, I'd be lucky to even be green by like 10 after early game, and I'm 31. Then Agrabah went not that bad, you know. Well, Pot Centipede was kind of shit, but the rest was good. And then, yeah. Oh, I failed Chamber 3 skip. Dude, there is stacks of time save. Up till Agrabah, yeah, I'm fucked. But I'm good at early game. And that's something I stand proud by. I am good at early game. I feel confident in saying I am one of the best at early game. Maybe I'm not the best, but I'm good. I know I'm good. So even though that early game is good, and I know I'm going to struggle, I'm not going to be too far behind because I'm good enough to keep up with it to a degree. But then it's when we get to mid-game, that shit gets interesting because you got the slight time saver, Saber Latin. Then we've got the, like, fucking 10 seconds at Chamber 3 skip. And then we have, well, we're fucked at LSB. And then we've got, like, 15 at Oogie. And then we have like 25 at opposite armor. A couple of seconds at Riku 1, but I'm not going to count that because Riku 1 split was already nuts as it was. Mao, I'm kind of fucked. Dragon Mao, I can blast ahead. Like, dude, yeah, I'm feeling quite certain this run's certainly not to the level which I can achieve. And now that I've gotten this at 211, it's really overwhelming when you go from, like, say, a high 211 to, like, a mid to low 210. That is a massive jump. And that overwhelms you with nerves. But if you do it in segments, it makes, like, it more plausible in your mind and less nerve-wracking. Because it's like, yeah, I should have this by now. But when you go from, like, nearly a 212 all the way down to nearly a low 210, that's kind of like, holy shit, like, what's going on? But essentially, you know, come to think of it, this run is almost the exact same as my last run. It's, like, a couple of seconds faster, all because of Hook Ship. That's really the defining factor here. So even though I smashed it before hook ship, even though I was like 30 seconds quicker, after everything that happened, I still overall ended up only realistically PBing by a few seconds compared to my last run. So that just shows that the run didn't really improve that heavily. But the potential showed, because like I improved heaps here and I had a massive fucking dip here, but then I showed potential for like another 2/3 of this sector of the game, and then one big fucking crash happened. So, you know, like, it's not huge. It's not a huge PB. Like, yeah, it's a 5-second PB. So, realistically, this is no different what I'm running against. The difference is that, like, I don't have hook ship as a problem. I don't like hook ship splits, like, missing. I don't like it. It's not accurate. It doesn't really reflect the run itself. So, I'd rather not. And if I miss hook ship, I'm not completing any more runs. Like, that last PB was the last PB you'll see me. I will not continue runs. Unless it's for practice purposes. But for me to, like, PB with miss hook, that's probably not going to happen anymore. Like, at this level of skill with my... Like, I'm not violin good, so I can't just keep PBing with miss hook at this pace. Like, I need hook ship now. Technically, you could say I don't, but I definitely do, in my opinion. And I'm not that interested in PBing with miss hook anymore. It's just a headache. So I'd rather just get it done the right way. I'd rather just reset, work on my video, and then try again the next day. You know? Thank you, Payne. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I am a little confident, but like I've definitely deserved the entitlement to be, you know? Like, I'm PS3 record holder. I've done pretty solid at PC. Maybe I'm not as good as some of the other guys. Like, I confidently can say that everyone that's above me currently in the ranks, Presso, Crystal, Templeton, and Violin, are all 100% better than me at this game. Full-heartedly believe that. But, I don't know. I feel like I can keep up to a degree. And when it comes to PS5 port, I think I could get third, and I think I could even get second. Honestly, this run can definitely save at least at least another minute, I reckon. So, like, it could be possible. And honest to God, the goal of mine going into PS5 before I started running it is I actually wanted second place. But then I was getting really burnt out by the time I was done with PC. I was like, man, I'm fucking over Cage. And I still low-key am a little bit, but these last few runs have been really perking me up again. But we'll just see. We'll try and beat Mist first. And then if it happens that we beat Mist and Templeton at the same time, great. I'm 100% done then. But if I beat Mist, and then I'll reassess. If I'm still in the same good mind frame, I'll keep going. But, you know, I'm not going to push myself to just get better placements just for the sake of getting better placements. I want to have the emphasis of really wanting it as well. Otherwise, it just won't feel that good when I reach it. But lately, like, I still have the motivation to play Kingdom Hearts to a degree. But it's just like I've been playing it since March. Which I know doesn't seem that long, but, like, you know, after that whole PS3 grind and the PS2 bullshit and dealing with all the console drama of that, and then running J and then everything else, like, I'm like, I've been going at this for a good while now. Like, I'm pretty eager to try something different. And that's no knock against this game, it's just, you know, naturally just wanting to transition other stuff. It's just quite normal. Yeah. Exactly. There's time save everywhere. I don't know if I'll even upload this to my main channel. I think I'll just upload this to the second channel. I need to chuck a video up there anyways. This is a really good run, but it's also something I don't know, I don't stress about. What was the last run I uploaded to my main? No, it was PC. Okay. I haven't uploaded a single PS5 run, and I won't do so until I get the time that I want. Yeah, like, I've uploaded the 4-hour time, I've uploaded my PS2 record, PS3 record, and my final PC time. I'm going to keep it that way. I'm going to upload this to my second channel. Luckily, unfortunately, the local recording failed, so I will highlight this and then export it. So I'll connect it to my second YouTube. I think it is actually connected to my second YouTube channel, or I can do that. And then I'll export it and then just upload it right away. Because I want to get some more content running on my second channel. And it's runs like these that are still really cool to watch, that I'd still like to have up for people to watch. And I want my second channel to grow a bit more. I don't expect it to do like numbers or anything. It'd be really cool if one of those miscellaneous runs of mine just like hits trending and gets a couple of K. That'd be really cool. I'm at 36 subs at the moment, which is cool. I'd love to have a custom URL for this. I hate using this long, ugly ass URL. It's unfortunate. That was really fun. That run was great. $100 subs? Alright. Get me to 100 subs! I love how I have Cage 3 strat videos as a playlist. All those strats are dated for sure. I was like, you know, when Cage 3 came out, I was super eager and trying to find stuff for it. You know, looking at this old stream layout of mine, this old Kingdom Hearts 3 stream layout, I honestly feel like I prefer this. All I would say is the event list is a bit too big. I might consider redoing my stream layout soon. But that'll be like, not during any time during this cage grind. This will be if I return to a game at 16:9. How are the runs today? Good, I PB'd. Cool. Alright. Bit of a low res image, but oh well. Where's screenshots?
今までどこにいたんだい？それ王様の。お前王様に会ったのか？
Alright, here's the tweet.
みんな行こう。
Pretty sure from memory, violin summer best like a 206. That would make sense considering like the variable between how fast his run is and mine.